Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to my channel for another Saturday night. Let's bring the guys in. And tonight, for your delectation, we have AGK Rockstar. We've got Count Jugular Vein, and we've got the man himself, Jake Thompson, having a well-earned sandwich after his Saturday morning cartoons and Patreon. I'll just shove you guys back in the background. Both great shows, by the way. If you're not a Patreon of, or a patron, I should say, of Jake's, go across and join up because it's a brilliant show.
Thank you.
No probs whatsoever. Right, I'll just change camera. What we're doing tonight. Right, tonight, I've got a piece of beach on the lathe, which is just over 6 inches long by around about 5 wide. Haven't checked the speed yet.
It's about that
There
fast.
we go. About that fast. Turning at around about 1,000 for this part. And what we're going to do, this is going to be a vase type shape. I'm going to be using the Dremel on it at some point, and I'm also going to be using the Dremel VersaFlame as well. So I'll get to turn this down, and the guys can let me know what's happening.
AG, Andrew,
No.
I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you, mate. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Oh, sadly, it's tails. Guess what,
Crack
mate?
on, then.
Guess what? It's your turn. Off you drop. In at the deep end.
Get the newbie in.
Let me scroll up.
Serves him right for
Got
always being at the top of the list.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, you got me.
Start at the top,
Right.
Andrew. It's yours.
I
Usually
am.
your name first.
Well, I'm going to go from what's on my chat.
All right.
So I'm going to go with Norman Greenwell. Hello.
Hello.
Mark L. How you doing?
Can you hear me? Because we ain't got the thumb on the button today.
Tonight.
Yeah, no thumb on the button today.
I should have linked you in, Shug.
Yeah, we could have done it. Anyway, not to worry.
So we got Jacked Up Leatherworks. Hello, Jacob. How you doing?
Jacked up on Mountain Dew.
We've got a Mr. Shane Hurst. Hello.
Hello, Shane.
We've got Wee Val from Tickle Turnings.
We know.
We have a Colin Izzard and Mr. Michael McEwen. How you both doing?
Hello.
We've got Ward Wilson. It's a whole other country.
This is whole nother country.
Oh no. We've got a Huey Lionsheart.
Aye.
Hello.
He's keeping it
Shug.
classy.
Yeah.
It's a sugism. Let me explain that to you.
We've got Anita Ball
Hello.
Anita.
and Mr. Barry Chitty.
Hello.
Oh no, we got Ashley.
I said
Ashley.
I said savage.
Rocket Head.
And we've also got the international superstar, Jake Thompson.
Jake S. Thompson, Esquire.
Just selling propane.
And propane accessories. With his big, strong hands.
We got Wedge Woodworks. Hey up, Chase. How you doing?
Chase.
Hello there.
Oh yeah. Then I'm here. Sorry.
Rockstar.
We got Jenny Jen. Hello, Jenny. How you doing?
Hello.
Let me hear it over.
It's the virtual hug queen.
We've got Laurie Soberii. Sorry if I've messed that last bit up, but
Hello, Laurie.
Hello.
And almost to the
Ashley,
bottom. Oh,
we can sell napping and napping accessories to Ashley.
we've got Jim Spalding. Hey, Jim.
Hello,
Hey,
Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Carney.
So good they named it twice. It's Connie
Mhm.
Connie.
We got Jennifer's Craft and Creations. Hello, Jennifer.
Is it the real bona
Hello.
fide one?
We've got Glyn. Hey up, Mr. Yorkshire Kit.
Do it for
Glenn!
Yorkshire!
How are
As
you
my,
doing, Glenn?
as my
Yes.
mate Rockstar says.
Hey, the Yorkshire Git had a question
Yeah.
actually for Wayne. How do you rate the vacuum chuck you have?
I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I could do with a smaller. No, I'll not go there. I'll not go there. The only thing is, Glenn, is that the fitting I've got for my vacuum chuck only fits on the VB. If I want to get the fitting to fit onto this headstock, I think it's about 260 quid.
Ooh,
So I'll not be getting that anytime soon.
it costs you a lot to get fitness on there, huh?
Oh yes.
Get into fitness. Matt Wackley's in.
Hello.
Is he on the level with that? I think he is.
Call him Captain Internet today.
He's got his captain hat on.
Mhm.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, I see
Yeah.
Kev at 9K Creations as well in.
Hello.
And Michael has a party.
In fact,
At
hang
door
on.
60.
Seeing as how Glenn is asking about the vacuum chuck, I'll just see if I can see who makes it in case he was wanting that info. I think it's made by Airpress. It is. If you want to go and have a look at the vacuum chuck that I've got, Glenn, it's made by Airpress.
Watch your microphone, Wayne, when you've done that cut, mate.
Got it?
Cheers, buddy.
Malcolm Douglas is in.
Hello there.
And Pamela McIver as well.
Hello, Pamela.
With the way I'm doing this vase, I think this nice bit of grain here is probably going to go, but we'll see.
Yeah, keep it nice.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Gilliver's in as well. And I think you may have them all. Did you get Billy Brown? If not, you have now.
Hello.
Hiya, Billy.
Hello, Billy.
And Alan Gibbs sneaked in as well. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Alan. Sorry if I missed anybody.
No worries, mate.
I did let you know.
Caught me off guard.
It's all good. Yeah, of course we did, because that's what, we like to do here. We like to keep people on their toes.
Yeah.
Dance, monkey.
There's enough of that already.
We've had some dancing monkeys today. Glyn said Joey's watching on the telly. Oh, yeah. Can see it in the big size then.
Just as well I'm not on camera then.
Hey!
In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll change the shape of that.
Michael McEwen's doing his best Jimi Hendrix impression and going, "Hey Joe!" Oh my word!
What?
Troll.
What happened?
You're being trolled from the peanut gallery. Glyn said, and I quote, "She just mentioned the tool marks, actually."
Cheers, Joe.
Hold on a minute. Cheers, Glyn, for telling us. You're supposed to keep that on the down low. Bonnie's in as well, and she said, 51 people have the unique opportunity to hit that thumbs up button and get some thumbs up accessories.
That's good stuff.
And Jacob says he's watching Wayne while he's working on the number 1 hollow quiver.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Don't keep saying that, though, while Andrew's around, because he starts quivering every time you say number 1. Have you not seen him cuddling it? Mm-hmm. Scary.
I know, Michael. I know.
Michael said Andrew Huey is just jealous.
Jim said, "Shug, he was just sitting on a big rock when I seen him." My precious. The hobbitses, they steal things. Especially my number 1 hollower. Ashit Coity sheds it. Hello.
Hey up, Ash.
Hello.
Right. Just remember to start the parting cut for when I finish this.
Glyn's asking, is the compressor still working? Glyn, it is indeed still working, which is lucky, because I haven't even had a couple of hours to have a good look at this this hydrovane of mine yet, but that is coming. Because a mate of mine's going to get me the oil, and we're going to get it filled up. He's going to drop over to here and take a look with me. That'll be a day that I'll be grinning my head off, because that thing is so quiet. Glyn was right about that. That's one noisy little compressor. But serving me well.
Good.
Well, you ready to finish with the other one yet, Glyn? I'll get looking for some Caribbean cask, and I'll be on my way up. I think you may want more than one for that, though.
Might need to get him a full crate.
Actually, if I
Sure.
do go that way, I've got to take my railway track.
Tool marks, Joe. What tool marks?
Yeah.
Jacob, Shug, don't worry about not having a number 1 hollower. When you become one with the Force, it will come to you. Mm-hmm. Make a hole, and they will come.
One day, mate. One day.
Time for a bit of decoration on this.
Bonnie said, oops, I thought this was the weekend Wayne was going to be out of town. That's next weekend, Bonnie.
That's next weekend.
Yeah, he's not going to be in Dodge next weekend. Or Chevrolet. Joe said the 40 grit gouge sorted it, Wayne.
Yeah, exactly, Joe.
Got her done.
Yay. Rex B's in, and so is Douglas Mungham. Evening, fellas.
Hello there.
I'm gonna be able to
Hello,
see that.
guys.
Yeah. So now I'm going to use the CI7. Which is the detailer.
Oh, here we go. Kev at 9K Creations is saying, I had Yorkshire grit delivered for the first time today. Well, Kev,
Excellent.
I've got a few words of advice for you. Do it for Yorkshire!
Welcome to the club.
You're going to love it, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Right, got that one. I should have.
Mark Stroughton's in. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hello,
Yeah, Mark.
Do another couple of them down at the bottom. About that far.
Ooh. Smoking.
Yeah.
Burn it, burn it.
All right, just quickly sand that off a little bit more.
Val said that's not called the CI7, Wayne. She said it's called Mr. Pointy Tool.
Mr. Pointy Tool. Mr. Really Pointy Tool.
Real point.
Mm-hmm. Extra pointy.
Right, I might just leave that in place to tell you the truth. Bring it up a wee bit. Right, this thing might take a little bit of time to heat up, but this is the Dremel. Oh, wrong way around. Dremel VersaFlame.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it runs off butane. You can have it as a bit of an open flame, or you get different attachments that fit in the top for doing different designs and things. So we'll see.
Just show that to the camera again, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
No, the other side. Oh, I do like that. I do like that.
Oh my.
That little jet on the end of that looks wicked.
Yeah, well, this has got an attachment on. There is an attachment here which has just got, it's just got a hole in the end.
Yeah.
So you actually get a blast of heat. It's not an actual flame, but you get a blast of heat just coming out of that. So you get different tips, different attachments. It can be used as a soldering gun and things like this. So I'm just going to let that heat up. As you can see there that it's heating up.
It's purple.
I've got it on full blast until it gets heated up, and I'll just try that on just on the end here. Then once it gets heated up, it runs. Kez was saying that it runs for about 45 minutes. Obviously, if you haven't got it on full, it'll run for 45 minutes. But I'll be turning this down.
Mr. Jim Spalding says Jim has the opportunity to turn 70 next weekend, so he may not be present. We shall see. I do have a bottle of 25-year-old Macallan I've been saving. Enjoy.
Right. What I'm going to do, this, I don't, can you see that? It just does a series of lines. So I'm around this one, I'm just going to put a series of lines. See if I can get them all lined up. I probably won't. This is only the second time I've tried this.
See if we can get the lines lined up.
In the lines.
Stay with
inside of the line.
Gone too dark on that one.
Real dark.
Yeah, it was real dark as well.
Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. Don't know where that come from.
I don't know. Keep going.
I don't know the rest of the words. We want a repeat performance of earlier on. Somebody started singing and everybody ran away.
Keep on singing, Huey. Mm-hmm.
Keep singing with your big strong hands. I got some funny looks earlier on because I did that in Aldi. I was in the middle of Aldi in the middle aisle and I'm looking for the batteries. And this guy went to look for them and Callum looked at me as I was going, he's gone to look for the batteries with his big strong hands. Callum just pissed himself. He took one look at me and went, you're never right, you.
Turn that down a little bit further, I think. Now, if you want to see somebody who's really good with one of these machines, nip across and watch Kez from
Oh, yeah,
Kez
definitely.
and Phil, Spirit and Bear. She is absolutely brilliant with one of these.
Dr. Bob's asking a question, Wayne. He said, do you refill it up or do you change a tank?
Right, hang on. Lighter fluid. It's got a refill point on the bottom.
Yeah.
You just use a kind of lighter fluid.
That's the one. Nah, Mark, he's used to it by now. He knows I'm not the full ticket. He said he just backed away slowly, didn't he? Half the time they egg me on to do it.
No, we don't.
You need no help. You need no help at all.
Both of my kids are as nutty as me. Both of my kids are as nutty as me, Andrew. They egg me on. They love it.
As you can see from the first burn on this, I'm not very good at this. I haven't practiced enough.
That's the thing, Wayne. Experimentation.
It's
Roy's the boys in. Hello, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Right, stop that.
Now we can
let that cool down. I'll be changing the tip on that for when I want to do something else, and I'll just come back and see if I can get rid of some of the excess burn on this.
You can change just the tip on that?
Yeah, I can change just the tip. I'll show you how I do that once it's cooled down.
Oh, okay.
And as well as it doing the burning, it actually textures it as well.
Yeah, put some little ridges in there.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's gone fine for that one. So I'll do something different on the bottom one here. What I'm going to use first is my Dremel again. This is the 8220 cordless, and I've just got a ball cutter on here. Oh, I nearly turned the lid on then. That wouldn't have been very sensible. Don't do that.
Bonnie was just about to ask, can you lightly sand that area, Wayne, that was burned to it? You already answered. That's because Bonnie. That's because Bonnie, he is the Wood Jedi, and he knows what you're thinking.
He saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah. He used the Force.
What I should have done was use my
indexer
jig on this to get them spaced properly, but who cares?
It's proof of concept, though, isn't it?
How's the theme for the day today?
Trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
You mean proof of concept, or what I should have done is?
Hey, as long as you do that next time, it's all good.
Yeah. You got Bonnie's question through osmosis. Well, Ozzy Osbourne. Brian Green has joined us as well from Greenhaven Creations. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Roy's asking question: Is that a barcode, Wayne, or your DNA code?
Yeah, my DNA code's only got one line.
Kev, Index A. There are some videos on YouTube about making an indexing jig. Wayne's got a nice one that he's made up. I'm copying something similar to that.
Right,
It's
right,
your ring that's the problem if you got an indexing ring.
right. The thing with my chuck is my chuck has got 2 indexing rings on the back of it. So what I made was just change camera win.
Camera.
What I made was just a little jig. This goes underneath the chuck like that. Slots into the indexing ring at the back. I can tighten this up underneath the lathe bed, and that locks it in place. So I've got one lot of rings that's 24, I think it is, and the inner circle of rings is 36. So I do have the choice on these. Paul Lockwood on YouTube made an indexing ring. I can't remember if he actually used aluminium or plywood, but he just used a drill press to make the indexing ring. Can't remember if I sanded that now. Did I sand that? Probably did.
Yes.
Now, the thing you've got to remember when you're changing tips on these, camera,
Camera.
they're hot, okay? Don't grab them with your fingers. There are, with the kit it comes with, there are 2 spanners on this for fitting onto the body there and onto the bit itself. But I didn't have this tightened up very much, so I'm just taking a pair of pliers to twist this off. Stick that there. Get the one with the hole in.
Oh, yeah.
And then what I can do, if I just make another couple of lines here. Burn them. And again, we're just going to go sander.
I bet that wasn't the Carl Jacobson burning rig, was it, Wayne?
No, this was the.
So it's all right. I couldn't help it, mate, because I know what will happen. Anita will go insert commercial break.
This is the Clasperoni special.
Mm-hmm.
A piece of garden wire, two bits of wood, done.
That's like mine. That's the same as mine, mate. Guitar wire and 2 bits of broom handle.
Right, so, camera.
Action.
So you can actually see, again, you can see the orange part, the heat there. You don't actually see a flame coming out, but if you hold it up, if I could try and do this on top to start off with, you can actually see the orange coming up on the piece.
Yeah.
And it makes a circle like that. So we'll go around and do a few of these. And you
No, I
should
got-
be able to, once they start coming around the other side, you should be able to see what they look like.
I made mine out of the bigger guitar strings, but my lad's had a bass last year, and as soon as he changes the strings on that, I'm having some of the bass strings because they're mighty thick.
Right, Shug, if you remind me on before I go down to Jamie's next week, because I am hoping to pop into you on the Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
remind us on, and I'll get some guitar strings from Jane.
Oh,
She
nice.
uses them in her jewelry, and she went to a guitar maker repairer, and I think she got about 3,000.
Holy moly.
Yeah, all ones that were getting chucked away, obviously. Right, I'll just see if I can clean that up, giving it a bit of a sand. I don't really want to get rid of the burn. This doesn't leave a texture. We'll just see if we can clean it up a little bit. That's quite a nice effect as well.
That's nice.
Wendy from Toonfish has joined us. Hello, Wendy. And
Hiya, Wendy.
So is Julian Clifford. Hello, mate.
Hello, hello, mate.
Hello.
Right, so what we're going to use now is some conversation starter, but this is acrylic conversation starter.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I using acrylic sand and sealer on this?
Because
I've
you've run out of the other.
Yeah, because I've run out of cellulose.
Yes, Bonnie, you can use guitar strings. The thicker ones are better than the thin, because the thin ones, when you're trying to tie them off into your wooden handles, have a tendency to stab your galore. The metal ones, though, not the nylon. Don't use the nylon. Thick. That's what Jake said.
2 C's.
I've seen him.
If I really wanted to highlight where I've done the when I use the Dremel tool on this, there is a one of the attachments you can buy is a round nose one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that would actually fill that in more. So that's the sand and sealer on. Seeing as how Vicky's not coming in tonight because it's her birthday. It's Vicky's birthday, by the way, today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Vicky. Oh, you won't hear it.
I'm not going to use lemon oil. There we go.
Oh man.
Do it for Yorkshire.
There we go.
I never thought I could have put Andy's on, couldn't I?
Please don't.
Yeah, you could have put it on. Hands that do pity can feel soft as your face. With light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Right. There's plenty of Yorkshire grit on there. Turn the speed down to around about 250. There we go. And just start rubbing it in.
Jim said he picked up some of that stuff in Waco. Nice,
call.
Jim.
Good call.
Excellent. So what you do is, in case people haven't used it before, put the sand and sealer on first. Always put sand and sealer on first, unless you're using it on resin. You don't need to use sand and sealer on resin. So put it on, and then with the piece of paper that you applied it with, turn the lid down to 250, around about 250. If your lid doesn't go that low, go to the low speed you can, and just start rubbing it in with the paper that you used to apply it with. Spend a few minutes doing this initial part, because what's happening is that the abrasive within the paste is starting to break down. I only sand to 240. It's recommended you sand to 240. Now, Jake, when Jake's doing resin and he's using Yorkshire grit, he does things differently. And he's got a very good video on how he does his, and it works. So if you are doing resin, pop across to Jake's channel and find the video where he's doing the Yorkshire grit, because it does work when he's explains how to do the sanding, because it does work. With me, right, I've spent a couple of minutes doing the initial. I've turned the speed up. I'm getting a clean piece of paper, and we'll carry on rubbing it in. And what's happening is that the abrasive in the paste is breaking down. So by the time this process is finished, you've gone from 240 grit, which is what I finished sanding with, up to around, or down to, either up to or down to 1,000 grit. And you keep on working it in, getting a clean piece of paper, keep on working it in until the paper comes away clean. So you get no residue left on the paper. And that is the Yorkshire grit done its job.
It's beautiful.
Now, the thing we're doing Yorkshire grit on anything with a bit of texture is that the grit can stay in the texture. So if you can, get a stiff bristled brush, something like this, and go over the textured part just to clean out any excess. And you'll do this again once you put a finish on.
Cleaning out the grooves, because you got to prove. We've been joined by Claire's Crafty Corner, Stephen
Hi,
Woodby,
Claire.
Yeah, Claire.
Stephen.
and Anita has announced, Anita earplugs!
That was the best duet, Anita, you've ever heard.
I wouldn't exactly go that far.
Nah, me neither.
It was all right. It was all right.
It would be the best duet you'd ever heard if you were deaf and hearing for the first time, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking.
If you had just been born.
Even then, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, could be
So
right.
my baby's cry right off.
Right, so I'm just finishing this off with microcrystalline wax. And the best way to use microcrystalline wax, now, you can use microcrystalline wax directly on sand and seal like I have here, or directly on Yorkshire grit like I have here, or you can actually use another paste wax underneath the microcrystalline wax as a base coat. So the likes of any of the Hampshire Sheen waxes, Wood Wax 22 from Chestnut Products, any of the paste waxes you can use as a base coat, and then use the microcrystalline over the top. Because microcrystalline, the reason I use it is that it's a hard wearing wax, and it tends not to show up finger or thumb prints. And there's the outside done.
Donna's joined us as well. Hello, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Hello, love.
Hey, up there.
Right. I haven't decided yet. I might do a bit more texturing on the rim of this when I get to it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see, though. Right, just get rid of the elbow stabber.
Lovely, lovely people. There's 65 of you watching and only 35 thumbs up, which gives 30 of you an amazing opportunity to smack the thumbs up.
Right, I'm just going to clean the top of this up, then I'll... Camera! Just going to clean the top of this up, then I'll get it drilled out, and then we'll start hollowing.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Claire. Most appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Gives Wayne something to do later on when he's going through answering everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, once the live is finished, please come back into the video and leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
because it's free. Free, I tell you, gratis. Doesn't cost 1 penny.
I love
And
it
if
when you
any-
do that.
And if anybody is wanting to buy any merch, the link at the top of the chat will take you to my link tree, where you can either buy me a coffee, you can buy some merch from my shop, or you can go to Jake's Teespring and buy merch from there, or you can go to Jamie's and buy merch from there as well. Right, so
Wendy, there is myself, Jake, and Andrew AGK.
Rockstar. Hashtag. Yeah.
Hello.
Anita's all about the free.
and there they are.
It's like Celebrity Squares.
Wear my fitness shirt for you.
And I got my pressure, pressure, pressure.
Right, just want to see how deep I'm going to go with this.
How
Deep.
deep?
About that deep, real deep.
Real deep.
So whenever you're using a drill like this on the lathe, the recommended speed is around about 500. You can go faster if you're using small drills, but I always tend to stick to around about 500.
We scared Jim by all popping up on the screen. Michael McEwen saying, Wayne, you should always ask before you do that.
Or at least give us a warning. Guess you never know.
You never know.
Ashley's put Jake, Andrew, and Sugarlicious.
Yeah.
A minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
Sugarlicious. Are you just about out of Shug names for your name tag on here?
Oh, easy.
I'm not sure yet, mate. That one just popped in, and I thought, I don't think I've used this one so far. And while I was thinking of, Count Sugar, I thought, oh, that sounds like jugular, so I took Bane on the end.
Do you write these all down when they just pop into your head?
No, it's usually when I fire up StreamYard and then suddenly go, oh, I need a name, and then something pops up. Can somebody hurry up and give me a new nickname, and just in case I do run out? Actually, no, don't.
I'm going to say I could. I'm not going to. But I
Actually, no, don't, because I've just done a T-shirt, so no, don't. I've also entered it. I mean, JP entered it into Urban Dictionary the other day, but I've entered it today. I thought, let's give it a proper one.
Huggy monster.
Huggy monster.
I love.
You forgot to tell him about the Huggy Mommy.
Shouldn't that be Huggy Hobbit?
says the man who towers over me by a hole. Oh no, he doesn't actually.
No.
Anita, catch you later.
See you, Anita.
Bye,
Nice.
Anita.
Ashley, I believe you have, but I'm not sure it's ever happened in a live before. I'm feeling kind of vulnerable.
Right, turn the speed back up a little bit. I'm initially going to use my spindle gouge just to start hollowing this. I'm going to get the rim quite thin just in case I want to use the Dremel on the rim.
Hey, you'd be all right, Donna, standing next to Andrew. Bonnie said shugdacious. And Ashley's asking, spindle gouge?
Yeah. That was a yeller, wasn't it?
It was.
Move the tool rest up a bit.
Is that the number one Holloway, Wayne?
This could be the number one Holloway.
Oh,
amazing.
what a tool. What a tool. If you haven't got one, there's an infomercial coming right up. Oh, no, he's not here tonight. Jamie's not here. We're okay.
When I get back from Jamie's, let's see, Jamie's 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, the 14th, which is the Wednesday, I may well be using the Pro Holloway.
Nice.
Sweet.
Roy's asking, was that an SH bowl gouge?
Bull gouge? I haven't used a bull gouge. Well, I used a small bull gouge on the outside,
Don't know.
but this, to start hollowing out, I was using my half-inch spindle gouge. That's where I started hollowing out with. No, and in fact, yes, it is. I see what you're saying now. It is. It's a Simon Hope spindle gouge, which I think are the
Catch
crown
you later,
ones,
Gary.
the cryo ones. But this is a twin-ended spindle gouge. So I've got one end set up the way that I like, and I've got the other end set up as a detailer.
Cool.
And it's in one of the Simon Hope handles.
Gary Glass has got a scoop, and he's saying, getting late here and he's fair puggled. We'll catch the rest tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Cheers, Wayne and the earworthy thing. That was a tongue twister and a half.
Got that, buddy.
Cheers, Gary.
See you later, Gary.
Douglas is asking you, Andrew, have you
No.
used the number one Holloway yet, and how good is it?
Real good.
Real good.
Real good. Jen's saying, usually when someone says, what a tool, it's not necessarily a good thing.
He is correct. He is
What a
correct.
tool. Mark. Yeah, I think Jamie has mentioned that he has one or more of those, I think. He's only mentioned it once, and he did so quietly.
Yeah, he's probably pretty modest about it.
Mark, by any chance, are you hoping to get into that giveaway or something? It'll do you no good, because I'm going to steal it before the giveaway.
I want to say the giveaway that you're going to win or steal, borrow.
Hey, you can call it a win however you like, but I'm going to go and steal it. I'm going to kick his workshop doors in. He is Jacob. He is giving away one when he hits 10k subscribers.
And
What
he's
a
got less than 100 to go.
It's almost there.
It probably will be a good idea to get one, Douglas, if you're thinking about doing any real deep hollowing.
Put on the music. Put on the music.
Oh, yeah.
I would actually still remove the handle and use a Simon Hope handle because the longer.
Kev's right. Possession is 9/10 of the law show. Oh, yeah. Wendy's got a scoop because she's very tired, but she's saying it looks amazing, Wayne. Catch you
Thanks,
later,
Wendy.
Wendy.
See you, Wendy.
All right, mate.
Oh, mate. An Easy Wood accessories. Oh, Bonnie said, Jenna, I know a few tools. And she doesn't always have to watch them on a live stream.
Oh, yeah.
How am I doing? Oh, getting there, getting there. Don't want to go too thin on the sides. I think I've done with that bit now.
Ashley, stop it.
What's she saying now?
I think the vacuum quite excited her. Yeah. Hashtag keep it classy, Ashley, said Jake. I like it. And Bonnie said, that's right, Jake. Kirby girls are better.
Yeah, kind of like that vase. Kind of like that vase. Looks like it has some hips on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just needs another clean up.
I forgot the mute again.
Boom, boom, chicka, boom,
Trust
boom,
you.
boom, 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 boom. There we go. He say pixelation.
Oh my.
That was deep.
That was deep.
That was real deep. Right, I've just got some ridges down there that I'm going to try and get cleaned up. What's on this one? Now, usually you don't have to use a swan neck when you're doing this. I do have the Easy Wood swan necks, but the Simon Hope one I've got here has got a wider cutter on. It's got quite a wide cutter on this, so it actually helps to clean off the ridges. Usually when you're using a swan neck, it's just to get round this shoulder part here. As you've seen, I've used a straight tool to do the majority of this, and I've gotten a fairly thin wall around this shoulder. But usually swan necks are used to go around the shoulder, and what you need to do when you're using a swan neck, move the tool rest away. Because what you're wanting to have is the straight bar of the tool resting on the tool rest. The cutter is lined up in line with the bar. If you have it actually on the swan neck itself on the tool rest, it's going to twist and pull it round, which is not what you're after.
So Ashley has a question, and it's a real question, Wayne. She said, I've asked this before, but I'm going to ask again. How do people use these for flowers? Do they put a glass piece inside before filling it with water?
Right. What you can do, if you want to use, see, the majority of the things that I do like this are mainly decoration. You can get test tubes. You can actually buy plastic inserts for vases. You can use resin on the inside to make them waterproof or watertight for if you want to put fresh flowers in there. But I tend, I tend to use small glass jars, plastic test tubes that you can buy for this type of thing, and then
Rustins do a plastic coat thing as well, don't they?
Rustins do a plastic coat. That's a UK firm, I believe. They do a plastic coat, which is watertight. Right, I'm just taking light cuts here just to clean out any ridges.
Yeah, Weeval concurs. She said, I put in a plastic test tube, Ashley, and Jim said he saw a guy on Wednesday night was using an olive jar. Yeah, cool.
And Ashley's just remembered she's got a wrench now. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I must have been really drunk. I must have been really drunk that night.
Righty tighty. Righty tighty.
Lefty Lucy.
Yeah.
No idea, Kev, because if you sniff around on Amazon, you'll find that there are quite a lot of things that you could use. All you need to know is your rough diameter, and then there's all sorts. There's like chemical flasks that are straight as well, which I've seen used in the past.
How are we doing on time?
You are at 57 minutes past the hour, Wayne.
Oh well, I'm nearly
3 minutes
finished.
to the hour.
I'm right down to the bottom here.
I wasn't overly worried because it's Saturday, and we do have a tendency to run over by a few minutes on Saturday. So, and I'm not in a rush to go anywhere except maybe to the fridge for another rum.
Right, how's that? Oh yeah, that's getting there. Oh yeah, we've just got one little bit of a ridge around about there that I want to get rid of.
Bonnie said, "I want a wrench." Bonnie, they're not free.
Oh.
Wrenches are not free.
No. Ashley
That's
had
what I
to go through. Ashley had to go through the mill to get hers.
Yeah, troll by fire.
She said, I bring lots of value. Every time something has popped up that needs approved or declined, I have completely ignored it. That's a good moderator. Don't worry, Ashley. I'm here for those.
And then she goes on to say, Bonnie, you're going to have to talk to Wayne late at night when he is 100% smashed on wine.
Right, just going to give that a little bit of a sand, not very much.
Bonnie says, buy a glass of wine, get a wrench. Now she's on a subscription plan.
Bonnie, I'd been earworming for him for about 4 months before he gave me a wrench. Oh, Jacob's chickens have got out. He's got a scoot. Jacob, catch you later, mate.
Catch a
See you,
chicken.
Jacob.
Catch a chicken.
It'll be like the Benny Hill show.
Right. I wonder if this is going to fit in here. Is the actor said to the bishop?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
How
I'm going to
about
say no.
no?
That's close.
Just carry on using this one.
Ashley says, I really am on a subscription plan for Buy Me a Coffee, but you can't buy your way into Wayne's heart. You have to spend a year telling him you love him.
Oh, that woman cracks me up. She really does.
Jim said, I do not want to wrench. Nope. I gave up that kind of responsibility when I left the military. Good lad. Dr. Bob, only his wine.
Right,
That's it,
quick
running
scoot
red.
of... Where the hell did I put that sand and sealer?
It's behind you.
Yeah, I know, but where? Oh, that's
Oh.
nonsense.
I've got a funny feeling it was to your
Oh.
right.
I'll put
Yeah.
it back up on the shelf.
That's it, mate. I'm going to say you went that way after you used it.
I'll put it back where it was supposed to go.
In the proper place.
Proper.
Proper.
It's proper because Bomber don't like fireworks.
I'm just cleaning up the neck of this.
Oh, the neck of it.
We touch it.
Kev,
Grit.
I can't put things on the middle shelf because I can't reach them.
Only if he gets to step ladders out. I wear blocker boot high heels in the workshop.
I have ladders everywhere.
Yeah. Andrew needs a step stool to scratch his head.
Connie said, that's why you couldn't find it, because it was where it belonged.
Yeah, it was where it belonged, exactly, Connie.
Actually, because he's run out of cellulose. He's run out, so he's using acrylic.
Yeah, just ran out.
You know the difference between cellulose sand and sealer and acrylic sand and sealer, Ashley?
Slow pitch.
Is that a search bar?
No, it starts conversations, just like Ashley did there.
Yeah. Connie, I can't relate to needing the step stool.
Oh, Connie.
Right, here we go. Get this parted off.
Now I've got a song lyric in my head, and I'm not singing it.
Camera.
Sucker.
Dr. Bobby's asking, when will Wayne have a live show that's named Wayne the Wine Consultant? Just as soon as bin 55 approaching.
I'm going to gift this to Darth Vader.
Yeah, but I didn't want to disturb him while he parts off.
I will. Ketchup.
Don't know what happened there. Ketchup, that's what happened.
Ketchup. Ashley, you have a very vivid sense of imagination. Yeah, that's the one, Jim.
Right, so
Luke, I am your father.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly show you how I usually finish off the bottoms of these vases. So I'm going to use my Jacob's chuck in the headstock. Now, the thing we're using Jacob's chuck in the headstock, it's only on a Morse taper. And if you're using that, if it's between centers, it's fine. But if you're using that just in the Morse taper with anything in there, chances are it can come out. So what you need to have,
Drawbar.
what you need to try and get is a Morse taper that's got a thread in the end of it. It's hollow and it's got a thread in the end of it. So what I got, I think this one's a 10mm thread in this one. Obviously over in the States it'll be Imperial. So I've just got a piece of 10mm threaded rod with a large washer and a thumb screw on the end. So the Jacob's chuck goes in the front of the headstock. The threaded bar slots through from the other end and screws into the Jacob's chuck. Tighten up the thumb screw, and now that's solid. It's got no way of actually coming out of there. So I'll just get a sanding pad, one of my sanding arbors. This one's 120, slotted in there.
Wayne, inquiring minds need to know. When you're on the other camera just now, on the shelf behind you, on the middle shelf, the lower one, there's a can. Are they saying, is that not some cellulose sanding sealer there?
What, here?
Yeah, down. That's it, around about there somewhere. I think it is anyway.
Yeah, it's empty.
That's the empty one.
That's the empty one.
Mark L's asking, Huey, do you have a 10mm wrench that Wayne could use for that? Mark, I'm a mechanic, not a magician. Nobody has ever found a 10mm wrench.
Right,
Not
so
after
you
it
can
was
see.
new.
You can see on the bottom there's a little nubbly knob, but I usually clean that off with a skew chisel. Just go across that with a skew chisel. But the bottom is still pretty rough since I was just being parted off. So I've just got a sanding pad in there and just sand the bottom off.
I've just realised I sounded like Bones McCoy from Star Trek then. Except instead of Jim, it was Mark.
And then you can finish that off the same with some sand and sealer, Yorkshire grit, and then wax to finish off the bottom.
Nice.
So there you go. Right, I'll just move stuff out the way. Don't shout, camera. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Camera.
Headset took a dive.
Good job.
This is not the view we are looking for.
Shug.
Here we go. Right, I'll just show you this and then I'll bring the guys back in. Oh, hang on. Clean my glasses first. Can't see a bloody thing. There you go.
Super nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Very
mate.
nice.
Nice wee vase. Finished up at. Let's have a quick look. About 5.5 inch tall by. It is widest. What's that? About 4.5 in diameter. So we've got two types of texturing. We've got the texturing there, using the VersaFlame, one of the tips on the VersaFlame. It's burnt it and it's textured it. We've got the texturing on the bottom, which I could have highlighted more with a different tip on the VersaFlame. And we've just got the VersaFlame used with no tips on, just to put some burnt decoration around that middle band.
Nice.
There
Nice
you
comment. Well, mate.
Yeah.
Bring the guys in. There they are.
Lee Val said, it's pure mint.
Pure mint. Pure
That's
dead
him,
brilliant,
man.
Val.
It's mint.
Barry says, excellent piece, Wayne. Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you picture Mr. Burns when it? Excellent.
I'm actually saying, look at those cutie pies.
Popsicles.
She's got an appointment with the
Optician.
Optician. Or the shrink, one of the two.
Dr. Bob's saying, I think it would be a great idea to have a live evening sit-down program just to chat with Wayne called Wayne and Wines. Yeah, by the end of it, I'll be talking and joining you up writing.
By the end of it, it's called The Adventures of Oak Island. It's called, actually, that program does occur. It's called Hangout.
Actually, he's got to go and brush my hair. Thanks for all the nice comments, everybody.
See you later, Ashley.
Very much appreciated.
Popsicles.
You said,
That's it.
I said, I do that too well. He said.
Yeah, sure.
And there was no pressure doing this program tonight.
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. You know, I measured twice. I cut once, and then I just welded a piece back on because I cut it too short. I can't join the pressure crew yet. I ain't got a pressure pot sorted yet. You're right, Jim.
Right then. Thanks very much for all the comments, guys. Very much appreciated. Thanks for everybody coming in as well. Again, appreciated. Thanks to my earworms for keeping the show running along at a decent pace. Always appreciated. Next Wednesday, I will have a live next Wednesday. I'll not be live next Friday because I'll be travelling down south to see Jamie. I'll not be having a live on the Saturday because I'll be at Yandles with Jamie. And in fact, we still haven't decided if we're staying on the Saturday night or travelling back to Jamie's or not. I'm trying to get a video together now for my premiere next Sunday because what I've been doing, I'll give you a quick show and tell. What I've been doing, I've been making a walking stick for a friend of mine.
Ooh, that's cool.
I'm hoping to get this finished by next weekend. It's still got to get painted and everything yet. This is a guy who I was in the army with, who is no longer a guy. He's a gal. So I'm thinking it's going to get a bit of bling. But we'll see what the end piece is going to be like next Sunday.
Cool.
And on that note, I'm going to press the button.
Press the button.